So number 13, we are solving exponential equations by finding a common base. I have 2 to the 5x minus 3 and I have 64 to the 3x minus 9. I either need to convert both of them or one of them so they both have the same base. Well, in this case, I can write 64 as a base 2 number. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 2 is 32, and 32 times 2 is 64. So I have to have 2 to the 6th power. And so this side I'm going to leave alone. 2 to the 5x minus 3 equals, this side I'm going to write as 2 to the 6th power to the 3 minus 9x. Now, since my bases are the same, my exponents also would have to be equal. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the exponents and putting them equal to each other. I'm just basically ignoring that those bases are there because they're already the same. So my new equation says 5x minus 3 equals 6 times 3 minus 9x. Now I'm going to solve that equation. So 5x minus 3 is going to equal 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times minus 9x is minus 54x. I'm going to rewrite that over here. 5x minus 3 equals 18 minus 54x. So I'm solving my linear equations. I want my x's together on one side, my numbers on the other side. So I'm going to add my 54x, and I'm going to add my 3. So 5 plus 54 would be 59x. 18 plus 3, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 59x equals 21. I'm going to solve that by dividing by 59. I don't think that reduces down. So 21 over 59 would be my answer. All right, let's try number 14 then. Okay, 14 is going to be the same thing. Since I can write 100 with a base of 10, I'm going to leave the first one alone. 10 to the negative 6x is going to equal, and how can I rewrite 100? 10 to the second power, exactly. 10 to the second power. So now that they both have base 10s, we can get rid of the base 10. And so we're going to have negative 6x equals the 2 times the 2 minus 2x. So getting rid of our parentheses. 2 times 2 here would be 4, and 2 times minus 2x would be minus 4x, right? Now this one doesn't have any squares, we just have a regular equation, so we want to get our x's together on one side. So if I move my x over, I'm going to make it a positive 4x. So negative 6x plus 4x is negative 2x equals 4. And then we're going to divide by negative 2. So x is going to equal negative 2. Now since this one doesn't have a logarithm in it, we don't have to worry about checking. That's just going to be our answer, right? We only have to check it if it's a logarithm because we can't take the log of a negative, but we can do a negative exponent. All right, that's how that's supposed to work out. All right. So let's look at number 15. Should be the same kind of thing. This time, I've got a 64 and a 32. I can't rewrite the 64 with a base of 32 because 32 to the second power would be way bigger than 64. So I have to think of a base that they both have in common. What power can, or what base can I use to make a 64 and a 32?
4.
No.
8.
Now, if I do 8 to the second power, I can get 64, but I can't do 8 to any power to get 32. But right idea. How else can you do 64? You want to do to a power. Something to a power equals 64. Or 32, for that matter.
4.
Now, if you do 4 to what power do you get 64?
Okay. Okay, let me think. Now you got me. Okay. I need 64.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to go. That's big. 3 to the 7th power? Nope, that's way too big. 2 to the. Oh,
No, we did this one already.
Oh, did
But
we?
it was 2 to some power, but it wasn't 12.
6.
2 to the 6th.
2 to the 6th.
So 64 can be 2 to the 6th power. How about 32?
2 to the 3/3? Oh.
Check it out. What's 2 to the 3rd?
Equals 8. Oh,
Too small, so try a bigger one.
64. Oh, 2 to the 5th.
2 to the 5th. Okay, so now we got them both with 2's, right? 2 to the 6th is 54, 2 to the 5th is 32. Now that we got the bases the same, what can we do?
Okay, we do the x.
We're going to put the exponents equal to each other, right?
Yep.
So we're going to say 6 equals 5 times negative x minus 3 then. So 6 is going to equal,
6 is going to equal 5 times negative 5x minus 15.
yep. Now we got to solve that for x. So what should we do next?
We're going to divide.
No, before we divide.
So
I got to get the x by itself, so I got to,
we are going to. What about 1/2?
we got to get the x by itself, so we got to move that, right?
Yeah. Negative 15 becomes positive 15.
Make that a plus 15, right?
Equals 5x, which is 21. Then we divide.
Then we divide. So negative 21 fifths is going to be our answer for x.